Hey guys, Marjack79 here. No long drawn out opening here. We're simply going to do a complete breakdown of the trailer of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Let's get to it. This owl here, it reminds me of Rauru from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It was the light sage that led Link throughout the entire adventure. Could be him, could be somebody else. We don't know yet, but that's cool that they're bringing the owls back. This little panel here, obviously, that is Link in the middle there. Could be Breath of the Wild Link. It could be another Link from one of the previous Zelda tales. We don't know, but if I had to take a guess, I think it's Breath of the Wild Link. Then that is an army of Boogalins. But particularly, it reminds me of the scene from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword where Link is rushing to Zelda's aid to save her from getting her soul taken over by Girahim's army. This panel here, we're taking a look at the owl again, but this time she or he is surrounded by 7 panels. If I had to take an educated guess, these 7 panels probably represent 7 major dungeons in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Probably going to utilize these 7 panels to put 7 pendants, possibly 7 tiers, as the title suggests, to acquire a common artifact to seal Ganondorf back into the castle. I also noticed that the platform that the owl is standing on, it looks like some kind of a guardian is holding on to the platform. To me, it kind of looks like a lizard. You can kind of see the scales on the back there. Then the top of it looks like a face. I could be wrong, but it's just what it looks like to me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Then in the next panel here, we have a floating woman with flowing locks of hair. I have no doubt in my mind, I'm about 99.9% sure this is Zelda hanging in suspension, and actually reminds me of the Zelda from Skyward Sword when she was hanging in suspension about to get her soul taken by Girahim to revive Demise. I think it's going to be a similar pattern of Zelda hanging in suspension to revive Ganondorf from his zombified state. Then in this next panel here, I believe it's Zelda going Super Saiyan. Now it's Zelda using her sealing powers in an attempt to seal Ganondorf back up once he is beginning to be revived from his zombified state. So that will be really cool to see. You know, these large ominous doors reminded me a lot of the 1,000-Year Door from Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. I just had to point that out. And then we have Action Run into Super Jump that leads right into Skyloft from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. You know, this game is playing a heavy emphasis on Skyloft in the Skyward Sword. Then we have some cool climbing animations here. I think it's funny that they left out the stamina bar, because that's clearly going to make a return. And then we have superhero landing. I like that he didn't automatically go into that. They had to make him crouch down to make it seem like he was doing the superhero landing. Then we have dragons. Really cool, man. So, of course, if you played the original Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you know the dragons play a prominent role of helping you get skills to upgrade your equipment. They're probably going to play a more prominent role in the main storyline of Tears of the Kingdom. Hopefully this time around they won't shock you, set you on fire, or freeze you just from their direct touch. And then finally, we get a full look at the logo here. We have the Master Sword on the left with, looks like it's got some Sheikah technology infused in the Master Sword. That's cool. And then we have the dragons behind the logo of Tears of the Kingdom. So looking pretty awesome, man. Probably one of my favorite Zelda logos that I've ever seen. Dragons are always cool. Got to get the Master Sword in there. That's always awesome as well. So another tidbit I wanted to catch that I didn't catch during my initial run through of the trailer was the back of the shield. Kind of looked like the Sheikah symbol to me at first glance, but after further inspection, I'm like, nah, it kind of looks more like the Calamity Ganon eye that appears throughout the adventure. But then I was like, what about the legs? Then I kind of put them together and I came away with kind of looks like a guardian, man. So I'm very curious what the symbol is on the back of the shield here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think it is. But for right now, I'm going with a guardian for sure. And of course, I'm sure by now everybody has noticed the new mechanism on Link's hip there is not the Sheikah Slate from Breath of the Wild. It is something completely new. So I'm very curious to see what kind of new mechanics it's going to have in its capabilities to assist a Link in battle. As we've already seen, it's going to be able to conjure up platforms to float in gravity up in the air. So that's definitely something new that was not available in Breath of the Wild. So I'm sure that is only the tip of the iceberg to see what all new mechanics is going to be added to this adventure. And then we have to talk about the floating through the air mechanic that is strictly ripped right from Skyward Sword. I love it, man, because Zelda Skyward Sword was personally one of my favorite Zelda games. So definitely taking a huge emphasis from that game and added it to Breath of the Wild 2 makes me a very happy Zelda fan. I can't wait to see what other mechanics have been added, but just seeing the similarities between the two games already, I'm so excited to see the lore of the Zelda pantheon be expanded so that we can get more, hopefully, about the origin story of Link and Zelda. It's going to be so cool. I can't wait to see more. And that's going to do it, man. I feel like I covered every major Easter egg or point that I noticed from the minute 37 trailer. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it because I really enjoyed creating it. And if you did, do me a favor, hit that like button. And like I said, don't forget to leave a comment. Let's have a healthy Zelda discussion, man. I'm looking forward to it. So as always, follow me at youtube.com/SmartJack79. We love The Legend of Zelda here. It has been a part of my childhood since I was 7 years old. I plan on doing more Zelda content when it comes closer to the game's release, so stay tuned for that. As always, my friends, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.